What did Taylor Swift really say to Travis Kelce after that massive win? And why are fans convinced the real moment happened off camera? Because on the surface, everything looked picture perfect. At the iHeartRadio Music Awards, Taylor didn't just win, she dominated. 7 awards in one night. A whole era cemented. The Life of a Showgirl wasn't just another album, it felt like a statement. Confident, untouchable, free. And standing in the audience, watching it all unfold, was Travis. Calm, smiling, almost like he already knew this moment was coming. But what made this night different wasn't the trophies. It was what she said next. As Taylor stepped up to the mic, her energy shifted. You could hear it in her voice. She thanked her fans, talked about the album, but then she paused. And that's when she brought him into it. She said her life feels happy and confident and free because of her fiancé. Simple words, right? But fans immediately picked up on something deeper. The tone. The way she glanced toward him. It didn't feel scripted. It felt personal. Almost like she wasn't talking to the crowd anymore. She was talking to him. And that's where things started getting interesting. Because what happened after that speech is what fans can't stop talking about. Cameras caught a brief moment. Taylor stepping off stage, locking eyes with Travis. No microphones. No clear audio. Just a few seconds. But that was enough. Lip-reading clips started circulating online. Fans zoomed in, slowed it down, analyzed every frame. Some claim she said, "That was for you." Others believe it was something even more emotional. Of course, nothing is confirmed, but the internet is convinced that whatever she said, it mattered more than the speech itself. And honestly, this wouldn't be the first time Taylor saved the real message for a private moment. But to understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to go back to where it all started. Travis didn't meet Taylor in some glamorous, pre-planned way. He literally missed his shot at her concert, and then decided to talk about it publicly. The friendship bracelet story. The bold move. It sounded like something straight out of a rom-com, and somehow, it worked. But what most people don't realize is that their relationship didn't go public right away. They had months, completely under the radar. No cameras, no headlines, just them figuring things out. And that hidden phase, it might be the real reason their bond feels so different now. Still, not everything about their relationship has been smooth sailing, at least according to the internet. The more visible they became, the more people started building a narrative around them. The perfect couple. The power duo. The kind of relationship that almost feels too polished. And Travis even addressed it himself, saying they just enjoy it while the world paints whatever picture it wants. But that raises a question. When the spotlight is this intense, how much of their reality are we actually seeing? And how much is carefully protected behind the scenes? And then there's the album. The Life of a Showgirl wasn't created in isolation. It was written during the early days of their relationship. And fans have been dissecting every lyric since. Some lines feel light and joyful, but others hint at something deeper. Vulnerability. Dependence. A kind of emotional shift that Taylor hasn't openly talked about. It's subtle, but it's there. Which makes that moment at the awards feel even more layered. Because maybe that speech wasn't just gratitude. Maybe it was a reflection of everything that's changed behind the scenes. Of course, where there's fame, there's speculation. Engagement rumors started long before this night. Wedding talks. Timeline predictions. Some fans even questioning whether things are moving too fast. Others defending them, saying this is the happiest Taylor has ever looked. And then there are those who believe the truth lies somewhere in between. That what we're seeing is real, but not the full picture. Because let's be honest, when has anything in Taylor's life ever been that simple? And that brings us back to that one quiet moment. No spotlight, no speech, Just Taylor and Travis, face to face, after one of the biggest nights of her career. Whatever she said, we may never know for sure. But the way fans reacted, the way it spread online, it turned a private exchange into one of the most talked about moments of the night. So now the real question is, are we witnessing Taylor Swift's happiest era yet? Or just the most carefully curated one she's ever shown the world?